Hello friends, look what's in front of us. Yes, I know you guys have been waiting for this. Bare root roses at Lowe's Garden Center. I hope you guys are doing well. So before I start the video, make sure you get your pen and your paper and write down whatever roses you may like in this video so that way you can do more research on it. Anyway, so look what we have here. 2 plants here for $19.98, friends. See the tag right there? 2 plants. Keep your eyes out for that yellow round sticker. And that way you know you're getting 2 plants, 2 roses I should say, in the container. Then here we have ketchup and mustard. This one is so pretty. Look at that, friends. So I'm so excited when it's bare root season for roses, just to see what they will be bringing in. You can find a lot of specialty roses at the garden centers, friends. You do not have to spend $50, $60 online and purchase those expensive roses. I've purchased roses online before, but I normally would when they have a really good discount, like 50% off. But so far, from all of the bare root roses I have purchased from the garden centers, they have all done well. Strongly recommend. Anyway, so here we have this beautiful winter sun hybrid tea rose. Look how beautiful that is. This perfumer blaze, that is so pretty. Then we have the Romantica Moonlight. I actually have the one in my garden. I got on clearance from Lowe's, and this is one of my wish list roses, Bolero. Yeah, so I may pick it up. I just love the beautiful, I am more attracted to cupped roses, the blooms being cupped. I prefer those ones. Alrighty, friends, and the prices are on the screen for you, so you'll see that. Look at this beautiful, very light pink rose. Let me know what roses are on your wish list. And then let's continue here. This is the winter sun. I'm trying not to duplicate what I've shared with you before, but they have them. They're not in any proper order, so I'm gonna go through and make sure I don't miss any. This one is really pretty, friends. Just look at that. Just absolutely love it. If this is your first time, special welcome. I'm in Pennsylvania in zone 7A. And if you're coming back, very happy you're here, friends. Look at this one, top cream. I think this is the first time seeing this one. It reminds me of the Bolero. I love this one. I love it. I'm waiting until I hit up Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart before I purchase any rose at all. I'm waiting to see what I can find before I just randomly pick up roses. And then here we have wedding bells. This is so pretty, but when I think of wedding bells, I think of white. I don't know. And then here we have another perfumer, Summer Romance. This is from Bloomable collection. They have a lot of them in the collection. Look at that. Love that. The cups are so pretty on here, friends. Just love it. And then moving on here, we have this Grand Amour. Look at this beautiful red rose in front of us. Just look at that. Love it. Alrighty, and that's just me showing the canes. The canes were so healthy looking. Very important too. When you're shopping for rose, make sure you have thick, nice, healthy looking canes. Go through and pick out the best. And if you're in a hunt for rose, guess what? Take your rose gloves on into Lowe's Garden Center and put it on your hands, because a lot of these you have to literally pick through and bend down and take out, put back in to find, because they're not packed properly in any alphabetical order or any by the rose type. Here we have Sweet Mademoiselle. Beautiful. See, two of that in there, friends. 2 roses for one price of $19.98. Love it. Anyway, let's keep going over here. There's a lot here from True Bloom, and then we have Bloomables. Look at that. I think we saw this one already, the Perfumer Bliss. Easy. Look at it. See that? That's 2 in there. I was inspecting it. Some of the Bolero, there's 2 roses in there, but a sticker is not on them. So just something to keep your eyes on there for. Alrighty, so this is another section in the garden center. I went over here. Here we have Perfume Delight, such a beautiful pink color, and I could imagine it's fragrant. And here next to it, another one. This is Jean Bonnet. I probably mispronounced that. This one says light fragrance. All right, friends, here we have Belinda's Dream. Beautiful, nice feminine pink. Then we have Climbing America. It says strong fragrance if you're looking for Climbing Rose. Very pretty. And then we have Sweet and Sassy. Yes. Then here we have Fireworks, Rio Sambra. Alrighty, friends, this is me showing you how healthy the canes are looking. Look at the new growth coming from them. Such healthy bare root roses at Lowe's Garden Center. And then here we have Climbing New Dawn. This is so pretty, friends. $16.98. Just look at that. And then next to it we have Love. Yes, look at that. Love it. And then we have Olympiad right next to it. This is such a beautiful red rose. Look at that. Beautiful. It's almost like the color of blood. So pretty. Alright, friends. And then if you're looking for yellow rose, we have Sun Sprite. Beautiful yellow. And then behind it, we have Midas Touch. Another beautiful yellow rose. I was looking at them and they look so much alike. Look at that. They look like the same rose to me. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And let's go down below here. Let's see what this one is. This one is Midas Touch, but you notice it's $9.98. Okay, just something to keep in mind. And I can't stress enough, make sure you inspect your canes and make sure they're good. All right. So I'm seeing they have like a smaller container or a smaller cane for $9.99, and this is this section here. Here we have this cardinal, $9.99. And friends, look what they have. They have my Joseph's Coat Climbing Rose. I told you guys about that, and I shared a video how I did the Climbing Rose from a bare root, and I'll link it down for you below also. I love it. And I may get another one to go on the opposite of the trellis that I share with you. I don't know, we'll see. I did not pick up any yet. As I said, I'm waiting until I get to all of the garden centers, see what they have, then I'll make my decision after. Friends, it's so easy to pick up these roses. I'm telling you, once you buy one rose, friends, you're gonna keep getting more roses. I'm telling you, it will happen to you. And this is me bending here, going through here, making sure I don't miss any for you guys. Let's see what this is. This guy is so pretty. It says Climbing Rose. This one is America Climbing Rose. So that's what I'm saying. If you have one of those rose gloves that protects your hand from the thorn, take it with you. Put your hand in there and just dig through, so that way you don't scratch yourself up. Or you probably don't even need your gloves. Just take your time, but you have to take out a lot of them to see what's hidden in between, right? And then here we have this pretty one. This is really pretty. Let's see what this is. Angel Face again. Okay, reminds me of Blue Girl Rose. This is really pretty. And here's Sexy Rexy. Ooh, Sexy Rexy is really pretty. Look at this one, friends. This is so pretty. I'm telling you, it's so hard to resist some of these roses. Alrighty, let's go up to the top here. We have Rio Samba. Remember, we saw that one already. This one is the bigger one. This is $16.98. And then let's come around here, making sure I don't miss any of them. But look at the canes. The canes are so pretty. Alright, we saw those already. I can't wait to see what Home Depot brings in, and also Walmart too. And look at the beautiful new growth coming from these roses, friends. Beautiful. Once you're ground, for my friends in the colder zone, once your ground is not frozen, you can go ahead and plant these roses. You don't need to do anything with them. Just put them in the ground. Once you can dig your ground, just put them in there. The roses, they love the cooler temperatures. It will help to get the roots established and all that good stuff for the roses. See, I'm twisting, making sure I get all for you. Alrighty, this is Miss All American Beauty. They're the same here, $16.98. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And don't forget, friends, I've been using fish fertilizer to fertilize my roses, and I've had such great success using it. So there's so many different fertilizers out there, friends, but I enjoy the fish fertilizer. I did a video last year when I fertilized them, so I'll link that down below for you so you can see how I do it. But just wanted to share that with you if you're wondering. The roses, they're a heavy feeder, so make sure you feed them, make sure you fertilize them. Alrighty, let's see what I'm trying to get here. What is this one? Okay, we saw this one. This one is cardinal. I think we saw this one before. Such a pretty red. Love it, love it, love it. I was walking around my garden and looking at it, assessing what I need to get, and I'm like, 1, 2, 3. I think I need 4 roses, but we'll see. I'm just in love with roses. I really am. Alrighty, friends, let's pan around here, see what else we have down below here. This is such a pretty color. Oh wow, I know this one. This one I think is one of those high specialty roses. Zephyrine Drahen. I probably pronounced that wrong. Yes, this one is a specialty rose. I remember seeing that somewhere online, and this one is a climber. Look at the new growth. Love it, friends, love it. So in the colder zones, I can't really talk about my friends in the warmer zone because I live in the colder region, but definitely in the colder zone, you would want to, I normally do it mid-March. Mid-March is when I prune my roses. Okay, always prune your roses in spring. If you're in the colder zone, prune it mid-March, by the end of March, I should say, and then you clip off all those pencil twigs you're seeing, any branches that's crossed and all of that. Just clip them down. And I clip my roses down. I tell you, I do a good chop on it. Don't be afraid to prune it all the way. It depends on how your rose look. They're also different. I would say maybe 8 inches. It just depends. I get rid of all those little tiny twigs. As I said, the pencil sizes, anything crossing, any disease looking, just cut it off. Cut it off. Roses, they are very forgiving. Don't think you're going to hurt the plant. Cut it off, and you're going to give it the best boost it needs for the new season. Okay, make sure you do that. If I can find a video, I'll link it for you, but I'm gonna record a video when I prune my roses in a week or so you can actually see how to do it. But mid-March is normally my point I use, but I try to say don't go past March. Okay, just a side note there for you. All right, friends, let's continue here. Double Delight. Oh my goodness, that looks like dessert. Absolutely beautiful. Here we have that Sweet and Sassy again. And I'm there trying to see what I could see in the back there. This is really pretty, Sweet and Sassy. And these are $16.98. Alrighty, and here is the Joseph's Coat Climbing Rose I told you about. This one is on my list to get because I showed you before. I have it on one end of the trellis, so I want to put it on the other end. It's going to be so pretty. I love it. I just love different colors like that in the garden. Alrighty, friends, let's move on. Alright, friends, here's a better close-up. See, it's really pretty. Next to it, we have Angel Face. And that's just me trying to show you behind. But as I said, the tags are really attached. It's so hard to get them off. Do you see this one? This is so pretty. Look at the canes on here. Look at that, friends. Yes. Oh, so what I was saying, like when you prune your roses, you want them to resemble this. You want it to look like that. I always say make sure it looks like a V after you prune it, and you cut it down, and make sure you have the nice canes in there and not those thin skinny canes. Cut those twigs out. And here we have Angel Face again. I remember showing you this before. As I said, you just have to take through and go through and make sure you don't miss anything. Alrighty, let's go over here. They have more on this other end. They had like 3 different setups. Let's see what we can find here. Sweet and Sassy again. Look what I fell in love with about Face. I fell in love with this rose, friends. Fell in love with it. So as I say, I'm waiting before I decide what I'm going to get, but I love it. Those are my colors. You guys know that, right? Alright, friends. So just love it. Just keep staring at it. And next to it, we have Golden Showers Climbing Rose. I have this one. I have this one in my garden, either golden showers or golden celebrations. I always mix up the name, but I think this is the one I have. I think it's golden showers I have in my garden, and I got it on clearance from Lowe's too. I love it. So if you want to know if the rose will survive your zone, take your zip code, put it in Google, and it tells you what zone you're in, and that way you know if the rose is hardy or not. All right, friends, here we have Blaze Rose, a climbing rose for $9.98. Then we have Cherry Cascade, $9.98. Then we have the Iceberg, $9.98. I do have this one in my garden. The fragrance is so good, smells really good. Then we have Golden Showers. And then we have the Fragrant Plum, such a nice, beautiful pink. And then we have Fireworks, $9.98 here. Alrighty. Let's move down here. We have Cherry Parfait. This is so pretty. I love this next to the Double Delight on the right. Reminds me of dessert. So pretty. Alrighty, and let's go through to the back here, see what else we can find. Alrighty, so make sure you go through these rows and check so that way you don't miss anything. And here is this About Face. I fell in love with this one when I saw it. Absolutely love it for $16.98. Let me know down below, friends, what roses you have on your wish list. Alrighty, so just trying to make sure I didn't miss any. It's very important when you're picking up your roses to not just look at the rose you're picking up, but very important, the canes, right? Making sure you're picking out the best they have. Alright, friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. So I just wanted to bring it to Lowe's Garden Center and share with you the bare root roses they have in stock. So until next time, thank you so much as always for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, take care of yourselves now, and spring will be here. All right, friends, cheers.